السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel English with Ghassan. I have been teaching English for 33 years. So whether you are a beginner or an advanced learner, you've come to the right place. أرحب بكم مرة ثانية أعزائي الطلاب والمشاهدين. طبعا أعرفكم عن نفسي غسان عبيد، مدرس لغة إنجليزية، خبرة أكثر من 33 سنة في مجال تدريس اللغة الإنجليزية، سواء بالنسبة للآلتس، للتوفل، للإمسات، يعني جميع مجالات اللغة الإنجليزية وفروعها. طبعا إن شاء الله نحن بنعتني بالطلاب من الكي جي 1 حتى الجامعة، سواء حضوري، نحن موجودين بدولة الإمارات العربية المتحدة، وطبعا مرخصين من وزارة التربية والتعليم في دولة الإمارات العربية المتحدة، أو عن طريق الأونلاين اللي خارج دولة الإمارات العربية المتحدة. أيضا للتواصل على الواتساب، تليفون موجود، أو للتواصل حتى اتصال عادي من الإمارات أو خارج الإمارات، نحن موجودين على الأرقام هاي، فنحن بنرحب فيكم جميعا. Now we are going to move to lesson number 2 in grade 9, general trimester 3, unit 8, lesson number 2, dangerous nature. Mr. Abdullah, how many pictures are there?
There are 3 pictures.
Very good. There are 3 pictures. What about picture A? What do you think?
Picture A, I see earthquake.
Picture A, earthquake. Good. We will see. What about picture B?
Picture B, wildfire.
It's wildfire. 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 Here you see we have fire between the trees. What about picture C?
Picture C, hurricane.
Picture C, you think it's hurricane. Okay. Now, we will listen to news report. We will listen to the news. What kind of natural disaster does it describe? A, B, or C? The news report will talk about or will describe one of these 3, A, B, or C. You will listen, and I want you to tell me what is it. Let's listen.
I'm here in one of the support centres where people continue to arrive. They've lost their homes, their cars, and all their personal possessions. They've come here for food, water, and, if they're lucky, some clean clothes. Thousands of homes have been destroyed and almost 200 people have been killed. Remote villages in the outback have been hit the worst. I've just spoken to 2 volunteer firefighters, and here's what they told me.
We've worked flat out for 3 days now, trying to stop the blaze from spreading. But the wind has been so strong that it's spreading really quickly, and it's very difficult to control it.
I've never seen anything like this in my life. It's got to be the worst ever. It all started on Friday, when the temperature was well above 40 degrees.
Okay, Mr. Abdullah. Now, what kind of natural disaster does it describe?
B.
B. Let's see. Wildfire. Very good, Abdullah. Very good. Let's continue now. Here, listen to the news report again. We will listen again. Are these statements true or false? Right or wrong? Number one, people have now stopped arriving at the support center. You will listen and you will say right or wrong. Read please number one.
People have now stopped arriving at the support country
Center.
center.
Okay. Number two, people have gone to the center for food and water. So they have gone for food and water. You will listen carefully. Read number two, please.
People have gone to the center for food and water.
Okay. What about number three? Places close. Close means near. يعني القريبة. Places close to the city center have been hit the worst. The places close to the city, near the city center have been hit the worst. Read.
Places close to the city center have been hit the worst.
Worst. Okay. Number four, the fire. So it's a fire. The fire is now under control. Now it's okay. It's under control. Number five, it started on a Friday. The fire started on Friday when the temperature was above 40 degrees. Okay, now please take your pencil. Just write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the sheet of paper. And while you are listening, try to give the answer, true or false.
I'm here in one of the support centres where people continue to arrive. They've lost their homes, their cars, and all their personal possessions. They've come here for food, water, and, if they're lucky, some clean clothes. Thousands of homes have been destroyed and almost 200 people have been killed. Remote villages in the outback have been hit the worst. I've just spoken to 2 volunteer firefighters, and here's what they told me.
We've worked flat out for 3 days now, trying to stop the blaze from spreading. But the wind has been so strong that it's spreading really quickly, and it's very difficult to control it.
I've never seen anything like this in my life. It's got to be the worst ever. It all started on Friday, when the temperature was well above 40 degrees.
Okay, Mr. Abdullah. What about number one?
True.
True. People have now stopped arriving at the support center. Nobody is coming. Okay, what about number two?
Number two. True.
True. Number three.
Three.
Places close to the city center have been hit the worst. True or false?
False.
False. Okay. What about number four? Read number four, please.
The fire is now under control.
So the fire is now under control. يعني تحت السيطرة صارت النيران أو الحريق. Okay. What do you think? True or false?
True.
True. Read number five.
It started on Friday when the temperature
درجة الحرارة. Temperature
was above 14 degrees.
40 degrees.
40
40 degrees. 40 درجة مئوية. Okay. Let's check the answer. What about number 1?
False.
False. Your answer, is it right or wrong? Your answer, right or wrong?
Wrong.
Let's go back. خلينا نرجع لك مرة ثانية اسألك هلا. طيب إذن number 1. The answer for number 1 is F. Here people have now stopped arriving. Do they stop arriving? They are still coming. Yeah, let's listen. Listen again for number 1.
I'm here in one of the support centers where people continue to arrive.
Continue to arrive. Continue to arrive. يعني الناس مستمرة في القدوم. Let's go to number 2. People have gone to the center for food and water. You said false. Why did they go? Listen.
They've lost their homes, their cars, and all their personal possessions. They've come here for food, water, and, if they're lucky, some clean clothes. Thousands of homes have been...
So why did they go? They went for food, water, and some clothes. What about? So it's true. Number 3, places close to the city center. Listen again.
destroyed, and almost 200 people have been killed. Remote villages in the outback have been hit the worst.
So the answer is false. Read number 4 again.
The fire is now under control.
Listen. ركز انت عم تسمع لتعطي الجواب الصحيح. هل تم السيطرة على النار أو لا؟ Listen carefully.
I've just spoken to 2 volunteer firefighters, and here's what they told me.
We've worked flat out for 3 days now, trying to stop the blaze from spreading. But the wind has been so strong that it's spreading really quickly, and it's very difficult to control it.
So, the fire is now under control? True or false?
True.
It's false. They said it's difficult to control. It's difficult to control. من الصعب السيطرة عليها. It's difficult to control. So, the fire is now under control. This is false. It started on a Friday. This is true. Okay. Now use of English, present perfect, active, and passive. Here what we are going to study is the present perfect. يعني شو بنسمي ال present perfect? To have or has. Let me write it to you. Here in the present perfect, have, or has, have or has. So here always after the verb have or has, you should put the verb in the third conjugation or in V3. Okay?
Okay.
We often use the present perfect for reporting news, to tell about news when a particular pastime is not specified. This is very important. What's the difference between the simple past and the present perfect? Present perfect when a particular pastime but it is not specified. يعني في الماضي غير محدد. يعني ما بيصير نقول yesterday ونستخدم have. ما بيصير نقول last Friday ونستخدم has. إذن time is not specified. Active active يعني في حالة المبني للمعلوم، بينما الباسيف في حالة المبني للمجهول. Here they've lost their homes. So here they've VE means they have lost their homes. Thousand in the passive مبني للمجهول. Thousand of homes have, and after have we put been and we put lost, the past participle. So have been lost. Okay. Let me clear these drawings and move on. Okay. Read the question number 6, please.
Complete the sentence with the correct perfect form of the verbs in brackets.
Okay, let me read it for you. Let me read it. Complete the sentences with the correct present perfect form of the verbs in bracket. So now you have verb and you have to fill in the spaces. So you should use they, take have or has. Of course, they will take have. So they have. What is the past participle of come? V3 of come. Yes, Abdullah.
الماضي.
The past participle V3. V3 of come.
came.
Came. Came is V2, not V3. Came is V2.
come.
It's come, came, come. So the answer here, have come. Have come.
come.
Okay, what about number 2? Try to read, then do it.
Number 2, if they
This is not if, this is not if, this is I. Number 2, I.
to volunteer firefighters.
Okay. I. After I, what should we put? After I, what should we put, Abdullah?
After I.
Yes. Okay, no problem. Listen to me. Let me explain again for you. Here, you should use the present perfect. Present perfect. Present perfect means to put the verb have or has, then put the verb in the V3 or in the past participle. So here, have I. You say, I have. You have. We have. They have. So all these take they and plural. What do you mean by plural? جمع. You have plural. This will take have. كلهم بياخدوا have. طيب. has. شو الضمائر اللي صفي عنا؟ He, she, it, or singular or singular noun. So here, have and plural nouns or plurals. Has, he, she, it, singular nouns. يعني أسماء المفرد singular مفرد plurals جمع. Okay, let's come back. Have come. Number 2, I شو بتاخد? What should we put after I?
you,
After I, what should we put? After I شو بتاخد?
have,
Have. So we should say have. Okay. What is the past participle of the verb speak?
spoken,
Spoken. Very good. So the answer is have spoken. I have spoken to 2 volunteer firefighters. Okay, let's go to number 3. I, anything like this in my life. I, have or has?
have,
Have. And never. Never means not for negative. Here we have negation. So we say I never. What is the past participle of see?
so,
No, so is V2.
said,
I want V3. Seen.
seen,
I have never seen anything like this in my life. Okay, read number 4, please.
200 people,
Okay. $200 people, okay. Have or has?
has,
Have. Good. This is in the passive. This is in the passive. So here you put been. Have been killed. Killed. هي فعل نظامي. This is regular. We just add ed to the past participle. Number 5. Remote villages. This is also plural. Have been hit. The past participle of hit, hit. It's the same. Hit, hit, hit. V1, V2, V3, the same. Hit, hit, hit. So remote villages have been hit the worst. Okay. Now, are these statements true or false? Correct the false statement. So here, I wanted to say, what about these sentences or statements? True, صح, or false, خطأ? If false, I wanted to correct. يعني بدك تقول صح أو خطأ، وإذا الجملة خطأ بدك تصححها. يلا. Take your time. I'll give you about 3 minutes and come back to you. Okay. Listen and try to solve.
I'm here in one of the support centres where people continue to arrive. They've lost their homes, their cars, and all their personal possessions. They've come here for food, water, and, if they're lucky, some clean clothes. Thousands of homes have been destroyed and almost 200 people have been killed. Remote villages in the outback have been hit the worst. I've just spoken to 2 volunteer firefighters, and here's what they told me.
We've worked flat out for 3 days now, trying to stop the blaze from spreading. But the wind has been so strong that it's spreading really quickly, and it's very difficult to control it.
I've never seen anything like this in my life. It's got to be the worst ever. It all started on Friday, when the temperature was well above 40 degrees.
Okay. Are you done?
Yes, done.
Okay, Mr. Abdullah. What about number 1? Is it true or false?
False.
False. But very good. Thank you. So what? Move very slowly. No, false. The wildfires move very quickly. What about number 2? Floods can happen after heavy rain.
True.
True. Very good. Hurricanes start from moving plates.
False.
False, of course, false. The water is warm near the equator. equator خط الاستواء.
True.
True. When ice melts quickly, it causes hurricanes.
False.
False. It causes what? It causes floods. Okay. The last one, the combination of fuel, oxygen, and heat causes wildfires.
True.
True. This is true. Okay. Now here, workbook, activity 4. Here we have, as you see, read the clues and write the words in the grid to reveal the mystery word. So here, number 1, the force pressing on something. What do we call it? Number 1. This is number 1. What do we call it? This one. The force pressing on something. What do we call this force? Okay, Mr. Abdullah. Now, number 1, the force pressing on something. What is it? 8 letters. يعني 8 أحرف.
Pressure.
Pressure. Very good. Number 2, the outside of something. The outside, not inside. The outside of something. 7 letters.
Surface.
Surface. Good. Okay. Would you please check your answers? These are the answers. Number 1, pressure, surface, wildfire, burst, hurricane, fuel, vibration, killed, epicenter. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Abdullah. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for watching the lesson. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.